Somewhere, just a few miles in from the central coast of California, nestled on a hill among several different species of majestic oak trees is a house. In that house is a room full of snakes. In that room full of snakes sits a man. A man so big in his own mind that he had to narrate his own introduction. With a knife in my mouth. The moon is in the 7th house. The earth has aligned with the sun. It's time for the Brian Cusco live stream.
Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and being here with me today. Sorry for blowing your ears out a little bit. Got to get that energy out. Feels good to just let it all get out. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to the live stream. We are going to be shaming. Nothing but shame here today. So I hope you're ready to get shamed. Nothing but shamed. Just kidding. Well, no. Mildly shaming. Whoa, right off the bat, we got MRT. We got super chats coming in right off the bat. Okay, here we go. Bing bang. Mr. Martin, I'm gonna write your name down here, sir. I don't know, Martin. I don't know if you realize this, but anybody who super chats goes onto a list of people that I'm going to shame in the future. I'm gonna be looking back and I'm taking notes right now. I'm writing your name down. Here we go. Martin, you're getting written up twice actually. Since you did a $20 super chat, you get written up more for each $10. So you're getting written up there. I'll be coming to shame you later, sir. I'll tell you more about that after a while. Sorry to let you know. But welcome everybody in the chat. We do these live streams so that we can interact with folks who watch the channel on the chat. That's what we're talking about, that super chat right there. We're going to be doing that with Martin possibly later, since you done did that. We got Chris Sutton, Cluster Robinson, Amy, Desiree, Bionic Benny. Go check out his channel for sure. Rick D. Make another video with Samson Pruitt defending his actions, explaining himself on this situation. Yeah, I'd be down to do that. He hasn't replied to any of my messages, but I would do it. Super Show. Definitely. Super Show. Sea Turtle. Is this the same Sea Turtle I knew in Hawaii? I'm guessing not. But Super Show. July 8th and 9th. Reptile Super Show. We will be there for certain. Come hang out with us and do it. What's up, Nicole? Great day. So, seriously, on the shaming people for not having a USARK account, I actually made a video like that maybe it was a year and a half ago or something. It was right around the time when it was getting pretty serious. Well, it seems like it's always getting serious these days. It's really, I'm half over it, half ready to just continue with it. I'm right in that spot, right in the middle, between being over it completely and ready to just keep rolling with how over it I am with it. But yeah, so I was certainly, there was a little level of shame I was bringing in that video. And the thing was, it was pretty effective, I guess. Phil said that after that video that the numbers on USARK membership went way up. And the idea is USARK is a very important organization for us as reptile keepers. I kind of see USARK as like our insurance policy. Like if you're driving a car, you have car insurance to protect you in the event that you crash into something. This is the best analogy I'm coming up with the top of my head. There's probably a better one out there. If somebody has a better analogy, drop it. If you are a reptile keeper into keeping reptiles, even if you have just one snake and that's like something you really enjoy, then I think that having a USARK membership is the same idea as car insurance. If you're driving a car, you have car insurance. If you have reptiles, you have a USARK membership. That's how I see it. And so to put my money where my mouth is, what we're going to do on today's stream as well is not really shame people, even though that is my opinion. I'm not really here to shame people. In fact, I don't think it's very becoming of folks to like go and search out folks and like shame them for not having USARK membership. Encourage would be the thing. Sometimes shame can be a very encouraging factor or motivating feeling, but encourage. So what we're going to do, we are going to do our trivia today like we have been doing, and we're going to be giving away $5, $10, and $25 discount codes for our merch store, as well as the fourth thing will be a 20 questions game, and the person that gets it right first will get either A, get a USARK membership paid for by me, or B, if they already have a USARK membership, can find somebody else that doesn't have one that wants one and maybe can't afford it, even though I think $40 a year is just as affordable as being able to own even one snake, because that's less than it costs to feed that snake per year. Way less. 75 cents a little over 76 cents a week is what that membership costs. So we're going to buy somebody a USARK membership, whether it's somebody who wins or somebody who is a friend of the person who wins. And that's what we're doing. Shame, shame, shame. Proud and shame. Pride and shame. All really horrible things. Sound like fun to you guys? Does that sound like something we can all get behind? I hope so. And Martin, your live stream chat, we are going to be having a guest on tonight, and that will be the person that got selected last week to be a guest off of this list that Martin just joined by throwing down a super chat. Every $10 super chat adds your name to this list once, and then we pick from it, and you come on the stream with us, and we hang out and we talk about stuff. Sound good? Good. Do, 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 do. I wish I had more music. I kind of want to have more music. I guess I could make my own. No, let's get into the first trivia first. How about that? Should we do that first? Pop over here and see how this is looking. Yeah, it's looking all right. Looking all right. Good. Doosh, doosh, doo, 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 doo. All right. Let's do that first trivia question then. We'll jump right into it here. Question number one is going to be for the $5 voucher. Ready? Where did I meet someone in the last vlog? If you watched the last vlog, it's going to be super easy. Even if you didn't, hash slinging hasher. I could definitely pronounce it USARK. USARK. You will get you an USARK membership. A USARK. USARK, USARK, USARK. SARK. Miss Maggie coming in hot. Miss Maggie, are you our next where did Psycho Squirrel ever go? Anyway, are you our next Psycho Squirrel? Psycho Squirrel, I miss you. I miss you in our live streams. Maybe if I kept doing them consistently, you would have never left and stayed around for our live streams. But anyway, I want to see your custom sweatshirt. Ready? Boom. McDonald's. I said parking lot. It was a parking lot. McDonald's was an acceptable answer. But if you said parking lot, that would have been double the bonus. Double the bonus. But Miss Maggie, this is not the first time you've been a winner over here, but that's fine. You can keep on winning. You know, if you're watching and paying attention, then you win. I mean, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. All right, quick little tune for all the folks at home. Just a quick little ditty. Just we need some music, a musical interlude, if you will. Miss Maggie, I know that this is probably gonna get redundant since you keep on winning, but make sure you email me at bcusko@me.com so that I do get you your. That's a big old fly. So I do get you your stuff. Make sure right there. There it is. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. Otherwise, I will forget, and that's the problem. On to question number 2. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from Patrick Zalamea. Mr. Zalamea, you're on the live stream. What do you have to say for yourself, sir? Oh, my God. Wait, hold on. I didn't have a speaker on. Say that one more time. What's that? I didn't have you on speakerphone. What do you have to say for yourself?
What's up, brother from another mother?
Well, you tell me. You're calling me in the middle of my live stream.
Oh, shoot. I thought you were coming to play pickleball at 5.
Oh, I'd love to come play some pickleball, but as I said, I couldn't be there till 6:45 because
we misunderstood. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No,
Cool.
and the
Well,
part where I
have
said
fun
that I
on
could be there at 6:45, that's what I meant.
Well, then you said you had full. Okay, cool. We'll see you then.
All right,
Maybe.
bro. Maybe.
We'll let you know if we're leaving.
Oh, you guys are going to leave? You said 5 to 8. You guys said 5 to 8 on that. That's why I was like, all right, I'll be there. But yeah.
There's only 3 of us.
Yeah, but when I get there, there'll be 4.
I know.
6:45, bro.
Live stream now, too. Okay, bye.
So I played Patrick. Actually, Patrick was in the last vlog for just about 5 seconds. So that's funny that he came on the live stream too, even without meaning to. Fun. All right, let's do something like the next question button. Question number 2 is probably harder than question number 1, but it is a question on the same, and I will be monitoring this chat quickly. Wait, Jeffrey L. Next week's trivia question. What was I late for to the stream? Pickleball. Oh, I'm on time though. I'm on time. I can't read that. There's like a heart. There's a heart blocking some of the words on that thing. I don't know why. I can't see it. I'm gonna bring this chat back on the screen. Ding, 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 cha-ching. What was I late for due to the live stream? Oh yeah. Good. You know what, Jeffrey L? I think I just might use that. Jeffrey L said, next week's trivia question, what was I late for due to the live stream? Answer, pickleball with Patrick. And that's going to be verbatim. I'm going to need that verbatim in the answer. Pickleball with Patrick with the P capitalized. Not for pickleball, but for Patrick. What's up, Todd Danielson? Yeah, no, you know the answer. You also have to show up, though, and comment it at the time, all that stuff. So, all right, let's move into question number 2, shall we? Question number 2, a little harder than question number 1, but a question none the same. None the same? Man, me in English. You'd think it was my first language. Bink! What? Homorph. When referring to the McDonald's parking lot, what homorph did those gentlemen in the McDonald's parking lot get from me? This is going to be harder because I'm not even sure that I said it. I did show it very, 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 very close up on camera in Shed. And I thinking back, I'm not sure that I actually said what the morph was. So you'd have to be halfway decent at knowing that. What you should be decent if you watch a lot of the channel. I mean, I talk about this morph quite a bit. And, I show the characteristics and how you can identify it. So, even if I didn't say what it was, you should still be able to do it. You don't know, but you know the price? I was rounding down. Oh, dude. Dude. Yeah, we have a correct answer in the chat. It's from Aiden at Southern Maryland Constrictors. It was Enchi Ball Python. Aiden, you are in for the $10 voucher. Boom. Good job. You guessed that, though. It was just a random guess. I saw that, which is fine. Guesses, we accept guesses as answers. Yeah, complete guess. He even admits it. Complete guess, but you got it right. So congratulations. Good job on that. You know what? I'm going to take a moment to vent here. I'm going to take a moment I feel like there was a time. Well, I mean, there were a lot of times that I miss going way back. Like pre-internet. Oh, man, I sure miss that. But at the same time, I do enjoy the blessing that the internet is, even though it's kind of a, not double-sided sword, but something that's sharp on both ends. And it hurts as much as it helps. One of those type of things. Yeah, I miss those days. But there was a time, it felt like it was just a big camaraderie and people would make fun of each other and it was cool. And now it feels like it's really serious. And it is kind of serious. There are some serious things, I get it, but maybe I just need to curate my feed better. I don't know. Anyway, I miss when it just felt like it was a big party and everybody was hanging out. And I think it was like that through COVID a little bit, but whatever. I'm going to go play pickleball after this and forget about the internet world. Next question. Or what? What am I sipping? I'm sipping on this. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it lovely? It's a beautiful, beautiful, lovely sip. I've had this thing for a long, long time. I not quite pre-internet, but definitely still for quite some time. It's quite nice, I will say. But I'm not telling you what's in it. You're gonna have to guess. Okay. Voucher, yes. Email me, yes, please. If you win, voucher is for. Just email me and I'll send you your voucher. I'll send you your code and you'll get Bap, 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 bap. Just bapped. You'll get bapped in the face with love. Sound nice? Sounds nice to me. Sounds sweet. All right. I say we move on to question number 3, and then shortly we're going to get our guest in here in like 10 minutes or so. But we got a couple more things to do. We got question number 3 to do. We've got a game of 20 questions, something we were doing on the live stream before this. 20 questions is a game that I've played with my family for pretty much my entire life. Played with my family around the dinner table. Play it now with my kids around the dinner table. And many of you have probably played it before. I remember one time sitting at the USARK Super Show with Nick from Renowned Reptiles, his, at the time, girlfriend, and then soon after that, fiance, and now wife. Lovely, lovely person. Lovely lady. We sat at the Pomona after party thing there at the little bar in the hotel, and it was loud and it was noisy and it was cool and everybody's hanging out, and I enjoy that time too. But like the two of us just kind of separated off without leaving and played 20 questions. I swear that's what happened. Anyway, good times. I love that game, and we're gonna play it tonight. And the winner of that game, the first person to get it right, is going to be the person that either A, gets a USARK membership paid for a year, or B, gets to choose somebody else to receive that. Cool. Good. Oh, look at Amy. Look at Amy. We had all kinds of guesses flowing in here when I showed the decanter. I'm going to go ahead and read them. Oh, what's up, Antoine? It's great to see you in here, bro. I miss you, man. I like hanging out with you in person. I like hanging out with you, whatever, like on the internet too, but in person is way better, dude. Way better. All right. We got more super chats flopping up in here. Flop-fity flop, 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 flop. I'm writing your names down. I'm taking notes. I'm making dreams come true. But definitely taking names down. And you're going on this list here. It's a numbered list, by the way, just in case you were wondering. It's numbered. There are numbers. There's a number next to your name. Once you super chat on here, you're going down in my little book, and something of that will come in the future. What it is, I guess we'll determine that when the time comes, and not right now. But I'm carried away because I was actually checking out the super chat, and the chat. It's not eagle rare. Okay, cool. Decanter brew, hooch. It's not hooch. It's definitely bourbon. Maker's Mark 46 kick the last few months. All right. It's probably Wild Turkey 101. Well, guess what, Amy? Yep, you are smart. I guess that's why you are a doctor. They make smart people doctors. Ooh, Singleton, Jeff Leverett. Oh, Jeff Leverett. What's up, dude? I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Super Show. Jeff Leverett. Dude, yeah, Singleton. Wow, what a memory. Very first time we went up in the lounge. Oh, I'm going to reminisce hard right now. Okay. We need to move on to question number 3 because time is kicking. We still got to play 20 questions. We still got to get to question number 3, which I honestly don't even remember. I'm going to go off the studio mode here so you guys can't see me pull up the question. Oh, snap. Amy Bruner is a sucker for peer pressure. Nobody peer pressures you, I don't think. I should probably read these super chats, shouldn't I? Let me go back to the first super chat. I didn't even read that one. I just plugged your name down a book. Oh, that's why I didn't read it. Martin Morph Ops. His first super chat didn't have any comment attached to it. That's why I didn't read it and just wrote down the fact that he did. Taking notes, taking names, gonna come back with some shame. Chris Sutton, always a party with you, Brian. Much love, brother. Oh, yeah. Always a party, man. Always good times. If we're not having good times, what's the point? I mean, I know bad times are part of it. Plenty of bad times to come. Plenty of bad times had. Plenty more to come, no doubt. But let's party through those too. Yeah, shall we? Does that sound like fun? I know for sure. I mean, there's just by the nature of existence in life, bad times are coming. But I say we party right on through it. I say we enjoy it. Can we do that? I can. I'm down. If you guys are down, I'm down. Let's do it. And Martin Morse with his second super chat said, just spend money if you're lacking brain power like me. I give because I want to bless BK any way I can. Hey, I love you, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, bro. Really do. And then we got Amy. Amy's popping in here. Got your name down on the list, Amy. You're number 20, Amy B. Number 20. Don't forget it. And we got Jack over at Python Addiction coming in at number 21. Python Jack. I'm just going to write Python Jack. I'll know what I mean later. As long as I know what I'm talking about later. That's all that matters. Don't worry about being late, David. It's all good. Don't worry about being late, Lance. Happy birthday. I got 20% battery. Let's do this. All right. Ooh, who's going to guess the question? Are you going to guess the question again? We got some stuff happening now. People are going to guess stuff. Crow Fleming. I don't know that you ever emailed me. But I have you on my list here. You're supposed to get a t-shirt, and you never emailed me, I don't think. And that's probably why, if you were expecting a t-shirt and you didn't get one, that's why I never got an email. Otherwise you would have got it for certain, because that's the only way to guarantee that you get what you get on this stream. You got to email me right there. Brian, that's a B for Brian. Cusco, B Brian, King Union Sam King Ocean at me.com. Send me that email, man. I got your name down on here. It's not crossed off yet. That means you probably didn't get a shirt. Make it happen. Make it happen, son. Make it happen, sir. Make it happen, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, uncle. All right, let's do question number 3. We're running out of time. Question number 3 is... Dun, 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 dun. I said I was going to do it a while ago. I need to go to studio mode so that... Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Bing! Phone is going to die, but sending love. Love it. Love your love. Okay. Question number 3. There's a way to do studio mode where you guys can't see what I'm doing behind the scenes. There it is. I found it. Been a while. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I knew there was a reason I wanted to see what the question was before I did it. And that's why I write them down in here so that they're there and I don't have to keep them in my brain. And we can rely on technology to do the braining for me, but not to the point where AI takes over the entire planet and runs us into human battery slave life. Let's not do that. So last week, yes, I made a video on Wednesday, uncut, which, by the way, there will probably be no uncut tomorrow, and there will probably be no video this Saturday because I am taking a family trip where I will probably not touch. That's not true. I'm going to touch my camera, but I will anyway. Most likely no uncut tomorrow and no vlog Saturday, but continuing with the next video being another live stream on Tuesday coming up. Most likely. Don't hold me to it. Maybe I'll get a crazy hair up my butt and decide, actually, you know what? I need to make another video. So that could happen too. But last week on Wednesday, I put out a video that was very, very well received. I was quite, some of the videos that do the best on this channel, I have a lot of anticipation about most of the time because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really want to put that up, but then it ends up doing really well. But the reason that it did well, the reason that it was well received was the reason that I wanted it to be well received, which was there was a girl that wrote a letter because she's being bullied at school about liking snakes, and she's getting a snake from us, and she gave it a name. Oh, and oh my gosh, I suck. Be honest. You guys see that? Did you guys see that? Come on. Everybody be honest. Be 100% honest. All right. Jeffrey L., I got you down here, buddy. Thank you. Oh, man. I done pressed the wrong button. So I've got these buttons up here, obviously, that I touch and click. And the one I meant to click was question number 3, not answer number 3. Question number 3 was, what did she name her snake? But I went ahead and pressed answer number 3 first, even for just half a second. You guys saw it. So we'll just skip question number 3 this time around since I'm a doofus. And we'll move right on to 20 questions because we do only have just a small amount of time left before we bring on our special guest for the evening. So let's go ahead and move on to 20 questions. If you are not familiar with how 20 questions works, let me go over with you right now. I'm going to think of something, and I'm not going to show it on the screen before somebody gets it right. Right, Cusco? You ain't doing none of that, right? Yeah, okay. I know I already have it in my brain. I don't need to press any stupid buttons and reveal my man standing behind the camera when we're not trying to show you that guy behind the curtain. There is something I'm going to think of, and you need to ask questions to find out what that thing I'm thinking is. And you can throw guesses out too, but the best way to get the best guess thrown out is to ask questions. We're not going to limit it to 20. By the nature of this live stream, we'd have 20 questions in like 2 seconds. So I'll just give you some like tips for those that have never played 20 questions before. There's some real good questions that you can ask to get to. The first 3 questions we always ask in 20 questions, unless we really have no idea how to play the game or we're just trying to go for a hole in one. The first 3 questions we always ask are these 3, because it's going to be a noun, right? It's going to be a noun. It's something I'm thinking of. That pretty much narrows it down to being some sort of noun. So what type of noun is the question? Is it a person? Is it a place? Or is it a thing? And those are always the first 3 questions we ask in 20 questions, at least around this family table. You guys, I don't know what you guys do around your family tables. Maybe you ask other questions. I don't know. I'm just trying to get you guys started off on the right foot here. So let's go ahead and I'll start paying attention to what the questions are now. Okay, Amy guesses 42. Perfect example of what not to do. But every now and then somebody gets it right. You know, there was one time, I will say, I think we were in middle school. I was in middle school and we're sitting around the table and somebody guessed it in one guess, just said it, and it was right. And that only happened ever once in my entire life. Okay, let's go to the questions. We're playing now. I've got it in my head. I know what I'm thinking of. You guys are asking questions. The first person to get it right is going to either get a USARK membership paid for the year or going to get to bless somebody else with that membership for the year. So let's go. Oh, the knife. The knife. Jack, the knife. I forgot about the knife. We're supposed to be raffling it off for, or not raffling, but auctioning it off for USARK. Or we'll do this next live stream, next week, Tuesday. We'll do an auction with this knife, and I'll add some other items as well so that we can make a donation to USARK with all of the proceeds, or Legacy Reptarium, Aquarium, whichever comes first. Okay, questions are: is it an animal, vegetable, or mineral? So I negated to explain one of the other rules about the questions. They have to be yes or no questions. If I can't answer them yes or no, then I'm not going to answer it. I will make this one exception for Kenny Ginn because A, he's an awesome human. B, I hadn't said that part yet. And C, I'm not that much of a tight ass. Although I'm pretty tight. It's pretty tight. Is it an animal, vegetable, or mineral? No. Pickleball. No. The answer is the knife you have not sold yet. No. The answer is yes. No. That's what I was going to say. Does it have hair? No. Is it bigger than a loaf of bread? Yes. Kiki Rose, I will indulge you once again because I'm sure you left that comment before I said it has to be yes or no question. Person, place, thing, animal, or idea. I'm not gonna do yes or no here. We're gonna kickstart this off because we're already moving into the time where we're supposed to have our guest on. It is a place. That means it's not my son. But Callistia, no, it is not the mountains. Is it faith? No. Is it an animal? No. Is it a reptile? No. No, it's a place. We determined it's a place. I know some of you guys are... Oh, my goodness. Somebody's way too smart. I think you guessed that. Chris, did you guess that before we... I feel like you guessed that before we even said it was a place. Somebody got it right already. And I've got a feeling that he typed it even before, just because he was intuitive, you know. He's intuitive. But yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Boom. That was it. That was the answer. McDonald's. Chris Sutton. Whether or not you have a USARK membership, you do now, or you will. Or if you already do have one, you'll pick somebody else to get the USARK membership, and we'll pay for it. So let's go. All right. Good times. Good job. Well done. That was fast. That was fast. Good job, Chris. I know you know how to get a hold of me. I know we know how to get a hold of each other. That being said, I'm holding everybody to the same standard, not taking any special things. Email me, please. And in the subject heading, if you could put live stream USARK, just something. You don't have to do that. You do have to email me. Anybody who wins anything on this live stream, that's the requirement. You got to email me. All right, good job, everybody. All right, let's bring in. Yeah, McDonald's was the answer. That was the answer. It was funny because it was the answer for the first question. It was also the answer for the 20 questions. I don't know if that's really funny. It's just what it is. That's the answer. Have a little sip of my little water here, and then we're gonna bring on our guest. Yeah, you know what? I think that I'm going to need to go get some McDonald's, I think, is what's going to have to happen after this, after the pickleball. Okay, live stream now. Bring our guest on. We're doing our after party, our Patreon after party. If you're not aware, after every live stream, we do a Patreon after party where we hang out for a bit after. Then I'm going to go do pickleball, and then I'm going to get some McDonald's if they're still open. I think that's what's going to happen. Oh, yeah, not Burger King. I know that seems like it would be something I should do because, you know, Burger King and all that is one of those things. Let's get our guest coming in here, shall we? I'm gonna go backstage real quick and see if I can't get the right copy link and everything. And where is she? She's not back there. I thought we talked about 5:30. I don't see her. I'm gonna go ahead and email her real quick just in case. I'm pretty sure. Here, send the link one more time just to make sure. I thought she would have been hanging out back there, waiting in the wings. Oh, there she goes. All right, she's in there. I'm trying to think so she can hear me. Ooh, bonus. You know what? $25 thing, $25 voucher for the merch store for anybody who can name. This is gonna be tough, probably, or maybe not. Some of you guys are crazy. Right, $20 merch store. Anybody that can guess the little theme that I'm. Oh, no sound. Sorry, I'm back. Can you hear me now? You hear me now? Yeah. Why did it get all quiet? Weird. Too quiet? All right, let's bounce it up. That's what happens when you're trying to do stuff and sharing your microphone with multiple platforms at once. I'm muted, or can you hear me? Just quiet? Okay, don't worry, I'll bump it up. I'll go into my filters here, and we'll add a gain. Add some gain. Yeah. You know, it's just one of those things. No, rookies use StreamYard. Just saying. If you're going for the full ProFresh live thing and doing it yourself, then you have to control this stuff yourself. StreamYard makes it real easy. I've thought many times about being like, well, maybe I should go to use StreamYard again. I've tried a little bit. It's like then I can't control everything that I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to be able to control everything. That's probably a real personal problem. That's probably saying a lot about my personality, but it is true. Yeah, no, I had to manually add a filter with a gain so that I could get my mic, because now I'm sharing it with multiple platforms so I can make this thing look like with the green thing here, like that custom green border right there. Can't do that on a StreamYard. Custom chat things popping up like this, all that stuff, you can't do that on StreamYard. You just can't. You can't do any of this stuff, and I want to be able to do all that stuff. And I'm not going to let StreamYard tell me what I can and can't do. You know what I mean? And it's called freedom. I'm trying to live up to it, and that means that things are rough sometimes. That means that things sometimes suck really bad in person, but it's worth it. You know, I'm willing to. I'm not one of those that's willing to lay down and die without a fight. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm talking too much because I'm just making sure my thing is that loud enough? Or do I need to turn it up just a hair more? Because I can do that if I go back in. I got sidetracked because I was trying to show you guys my fancy chat thing again, even though you've seen it 100 times already. Main shot. Me. I want to see if I can kick up my gain just a hair bit more. Bump it up right there. A little bit more gain. And that should get us looking good. All right. We're good. Everything's great. It's great. Let's go. StreamYard is too hard, MJ. StreamYard is too hard. Well, now do you mean hard as in like too hard to use, or too hard like MC Hammer is too legit to quit. There's two different types of hard there. It's either too hard to use or it's too legit to quit. It's one of heart is better. What's up, bro? Let's get our guest in here. That will take me just a half a second here to do, because she's on a different platform. I don't need to tell you guys all this information. I'm just gonna get her in here. And that means I need to copy some links and do all that. So we're gonna copy this link, and then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna come back into this thing. We're gonna double click on the ninja, and you guys are gonna listen to everything I'm doing while I do it. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit OK, and that's gonna bring her in, and that means we're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Desiree. What's up, sister?
Hi, guys.
They can hear you, I bet, but I can't. Why is that? I'm going to figure it out now. On the fly. See, I had all this stuff set up already to go in Triple B TV, and I did set it up here a little bit, or for the most part, it's just a simple thing that the monitor is off for your particular channel, but now I can hear you. Good. What's up? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. You got your puppy back there.
Yeah, all three of them are right there.
All three? What kind of dogs do you have?
I have a pointer. This guy's a mixed breed, a Beagle Commodore, and then I have a German Shepherd, a Lab mix.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that other dog from the other night. We were like figuring out like how that could have happened and which dog needed to be a male for it to be possible. Amy wants to know if you got a haircut. I actually was wondering the same thing.
I did. Yes, I cut off quite a few inches. I like to cut it all off before summer, and then I let it grow out, and then cut it all off before summer.
Dude, me too. I'm with you.
I considered shaving it because my sides are shaved, and I was like, why not just go all the way?
Yeah, I like when girls shave the sides of their head. You know, I've been seeing that since I was a kid, I think, and I was like, yeah, you do that. Don't conform. Do whatever you want with your hair. Yeah, it's cool. Well, Desiree, I mean, I know you quite a bit, but I mean, the first time I met you was at a Reptile Super Show in Pomona. Yeah. We were hanging out there for a little bit. Then I met your husband there as well. I think the second time I met you there, met your husband. You guys were living in Southern California at the time. You've since moved to Missouri. You do a lot of work with animals. Why don't you go ahead and cover everything else in your life that I missed?
Yeah, for sure. So I've been in camp ministry my entire marriage, which is almost 10 years. And I've been an outdoor education teacher for roughly 8 of those years. And that's kind of what I do now. But I work at a camp that has a zoo. So I'm also one of the zookeepers. We don't really call it zookeepers here because it's really small. But we have about 200 species of animals, about 300 animals. And I teach classes every day, Monday through Friday, for the kids that come to camp. And yeah, that's basically what I do here.
How often do you have kids come into camp?
So during the summer, it's every day. So from like mid-May all the way through mid-August. And then in the off season, we have field trips. And those are like schools that'll come in for the day and we'll give them a tour and animal encounters and teach them about those. And then the rest of the time, it's just taking care of all the animals. So
it's pretty awesome. So
yeah.
I know that you work with a bunch of different species doing that. Can you kind of share all the different animals that kids get to interact with through your work?
Yeah, I mean, I could try. We have porcupines, we have emus, we have a lot of Australian animals. So we have emus, wallabies, which I helped raise a couple of the baby wallabies, which was really fun. We have So besides the Australian animals, we have tons of reptiles and amphibians, so turtles, snakes, lizards, um, big iguanas. We have a few primates, so we have a bunch of lemurs and sugar gliders. My specialty is our creepy.
I'm guessing she disappeared for everybody and not just me. There, she's back.
Hello, hello.
You're back. You're back. She's back, but she can't hear me, maybe.
Hello.
I can hear you, sis. If you can you hear me? And this is why StreamYard's probably better. Can you hear me now? I can hear you. She probably has to hit some refresh buttons, and she'll be back in a moment.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I hear you. But can you hear me is a better question. So they can hear you.
Okay.
We
There's
can all hear
a bit
you.
of a lag, I think.
Yeah, let's just cut out for a second. Your connection looks great. I mean, the image quality looks fantastic, and we can all hear you just fine. Maybe hit the refresh button on your browser. We're gonna do this old-fashioned way. She's probably. I think she hit the refresh button probably just now. So while she's getting her stuff figured out, we can come back in here. I said something that I was going to do.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, you there? You can hear me now?
I did it. Okay.
Awesome, perfect. Yeah. Worst case scenario, always just hit refresh, right?
Okay. I'm really bad with technology.
Hey, no, you did great. You got on here. I'm also obviously really bad with technology. I don't know if you paid attention to any of the live streams I've done before. Me and technology, not so good, but we're working on it. Working on it. Trying to make it work so that people can. But you're back. It wasn't that long. So working with all the different animals. Like, how did you? So for 10 years you've been doing. Can you explain to folks that maybe don't know what camp ministry is? Can you explain just that, and how you got into it?
So it's kind of a funny story because my husband went to culinary school to be a chef. And while he was there, he met one of his other classmates. And she was like, hey, I work at a camp in the kitchen and they're looking for people. And at the time we were about to get married, we were like 2 months out, I think. And she was like, hey, here's an application. You should try out. And he was like, okay. So he applied and almost immediately got hired, probably because he was almost finished with his culinary degree. So that's how it started. And that was the Oaks Camp and Conference Center in Lake Hughes. And then we worked there for 2.5 years. And then God called me through Outdoor Ed to Angeles Crest Christian Camp. So I worked there for 5.5 years. I was actually guest relations coordinator there. But I also did.
What did that look like? God calling you to that? Like, what did that look like?
Well, my friend who was a coworker at Outdoor Ed, which was a separate company from the camp, she was like, hey, my husband and I are moving to Colorado and he's the camp food director. Is your husband interested? And then we're like, I don't know. So I asked him and he's like, sure, I'll try for it. And then he applied and almost immediately got it. And like a week later, he moved out there. And then I packed up the house and we moved all of our stuff out there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fast. It was really fast. He was like, okay, and here you go. And same thing happened when we moved here to Missouri. Some of our friends from Angeles Crest moved here to this camp. And then they're like, oh my gosh, you would absolutely love it here. You have to come visit. And then basically on our visit, they were like, offered us a job. And we're just like, okay, I guess God wants us here. And we ended up getting donations for our move because it is expensive to move across the country. And it was the exact amount we needed to move out here. So we're like, well, we know that that's a God thing. So
Yeah, when it's exact, it's hard to deny.
yeah. And I could not be happier. I absolutely love it here. I never want to leave.
That's pretty sweet. I mean, there's a lot of folks in California who are. I mean, I was born here, and I don't know if you were. You probably were too. Were you born here? No. Okay. Well, a lot of us here were born in California, and then it's a beautiful place, and it's tough to leave. But to say that that you love it more than down there. Now, what is it about Missouri? I'm curious that you. I've never been to Missouri. What is it about there that you like more than the Angeles National Forest?
Ooh, I do miss my mountains. I miss the view for sure. But that's pretty much the only thing I miss. Um, I really love the weather here. We're in a really good spot where we don't really get tornadoes. It doesn't get too hot. It doesn't get too cold. Um, so it's like that perfect sweet spot. It always stays within 90 to 75 during the summer, and then, not too cold and in the winter, which is really great. I love fireflies. I've never seen fireflies before, so those are really cool.
They are super cool.
I I love. It's kind of weird, but I love the way it smells here. Like we got off the plane and we're just like, oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Is it like a vegetation humidity thing, or like how's the humidity?
It's kind of, yeah, humidity's not bad either. It's kind of like a sweet smell. Like there is some sort of like mossy sense. We are in like the woods, if you would call it, in the rolling hills. So it's beautiful here.
I feel like I know the smell you're talking about a little. Not having not been there, but there's this smell that I always get like when we're going into some of the Hawaiian jungles and stuff, and it's kind of sweet vegetation and earthy and just the sweet smell. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna stay here.
Yes. Yeah, and the people are all so nice. It's great.
Amy had a good question. She was asking, did you have pets or reptiles during all of those moves?
Yes. So at one point, I think I had 22 animals. That was the most we've ever had. And I would use those for outdoor ed. I would travel across California with outdoor education and use them to teach. So they were my animals. And then I lost my arachnids in a heating accident, and that really tore me apart, and haven't really been able to get any more tarantulas. I'm still a little scarred from that. I was really sad. And so we lost quite a few. And then we were breeding rats to feed all of our snakes. But then we had given up. We like lost a cage, and then it was like, you can't put them all in one cage. Otherwise they blow up and then turn cannibalistic. And so it's just like, okay, we're going to stop doing that. So, but yeah, and then we moved out here with, I think, 10 or 11 animals. We literally packed our car full.
Reset. Gotta do a refresh. There you are.
Cosmo.
There you're good now.
So, okay. What was the last thing you heard?
The last thing I heard was you packed up your whole car.
Yes, top to bottom with all of our animals. It was crazy. We lost our cat in January, so we don't have her anymore, but we got Cosmo, our puppy, the mixed breed. And my bunny is actually in the animal area with the other bunnies, and our bird is in the animal area with the other birds. So they get a lot of human interaction as well as get to talk to people, to animals of their own species.
That's awesome. I'm sorry to hear about your cat, by the way.
Yeah.
Is Missouri facing any kind of legislation stuff like Florida is on the front line or North Carolina, or like Oregon had some alerts that there's many different states in the country right now that are like on the precipice of facing the shutdown of all animal programs, period. Which is crazy to me.
Not that I know of. I haven't heard anything from my
That's
bosses.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about it, obviously, because people can get crazy about that kind of thing. But
Yeah. It just seems
that's my job and my livelihood.
yeah, I mean, aside from being livelihood, I just remember like how cool it is for kids. Just remembering myself being a kid and like all the work you're doing right now, like a lot of those interactions we got to have with animals when we were kids, like the fact that that's trying to be ripped away by
Mhm.
I don't know, people that are sick in the head is the only way. I'm sure they have a perspective. I've never actually spoken to somebody who had that perspective that humans and animals shouldn't interact.
I think
Maybe
ignorance.
yeah, maybe just a little bit ignorance. They just need a little knowledge, maybe a little more personal experience in something. And maybe they didn't get to have a cool camp like yours. I can't imagine that anybody that went to a camp like yours as a kid ended up on whatever side of whatever's crazy stuff is happening right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Just it just boggles my mind. I mean, some of my earliest memories are of in public or at institutions, if you will. Whether it's like some kind of camp or school or I mean even just grade school, like preschool. My very first preschool I went to, they had horses and stuff like that, and it's just like I couldn't imagine like we needing to separate humans and animals. That just doesn't make any sense to me, honestly.
Mm-mm.
But that's just
As part of our purpose here is to be interactive with them.
yeah, 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 definitely. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to go down there. Maybe I should get on somebody at some point that has that perspective. I don't know if that person will ever pop on, but it's just I've never actually I've never actually spoken to somebody who had that perspective. I've heard of it. I see it being expressed through different legislation that's trying to be passed, or through the lobbying that whatever groups are doing to do that. But I've never actually spoken to somebody who had that perspective. I've even spoken to at least 2 people now on the planet who don't care for music, which was equally insane to me.
Yeah, that's a weird one for sure.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty weird. I was like, you don't like you just don't like music, period. Like, there's not certain times, just don't care for it, period. I was like, that's strange. I met 2 of those people and spoke with them. I'm friends with one to this day. But I've never met somebody actually and talked with somebody who felt that way about animals, like that humans and animals should never ever interact. No dogs, no cats, no cows, no nothing. So it'd be interesting to have that conversation, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or I say interesting, which covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we're gonna move into our after party shortly here. Is there anything you'd like to say to folks before we roll off of the public end of this forum?
If you have kids, check us out. We do animal encounters if you're in Missouri or nearby and want
Where
to
can
take
they
a
do
day
that?
trip. It's cubcreeksciencecamp.com. So Cub Creek Science Camp. If you just Google even science and animal camp, it'll show up. It's like the first thing that pops up. And it's like a paw print as the logo. So check us out.
Cub Creek Science Camp.
Yeah. If you're a friend of mine, I can take you around for free. So keep that in mind. And thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone there and check out Cub Creek. Go to Missouri and check out Cub Creek Science Camp. I'd love to do that. That sounds like a blast. Seriously. Sounds awesome. But I'm trying to make that happen. I'm gonna pray about it. See if we can't make something like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, it sounds like an awesome thing. I'd love to see what you guys do over there in person.
Oh yeah, it blows my mind. Especially the first time I went here, I was just like, "What is this place?" There's a lemur enclosure in the dining hall, so you can watch them while you're eating. It's insane.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Well, snap. All right, Desiree. Well, I appreciate you coming on here for a little bit, sis, and chatting with us and stuff. And we'll see you afterwards in the after party.
Okay.
So I remember saying that if somebody could guess what I was humming, that we would do that for the $25 voucher since I gave away the pedal answer beforehand. And Amy, yes. Oh, dude, Lance nailed it. Didn't even hardly have to prompt him. There it is. Don't forget to email me, dude. I know that we can talk to each other constantly through all kinds of different platforms, but email me, bro. I need that reminder. Need it. I'm even writing down your name because I'm saying out loud, Lance. Email me. That way I can actually cross your name off the list once you do that. Yeah. Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail. 100%. Such a good movie. After party. I will send you the link, Desiree, as soon as we're done with this stream. Thank you for coming on again. Paul from Eugene. I know you're about to just want to watch MJ. That's cool. We're about to end our stream here in just a second. And we're going to go into our after party that we do every Tuesday. Hang out via Zoom call with all of our Patreon members who are wanting to jump in, which is usually a good amount of them. And we're going to do that. So, yeah, road trip. Dude, I'd love to go on a road trip with Dr. Amy. That sounds awesome. I know that the reality is that I do have a small child, and that may be a little while before I'm going on any extended road trips. But, it still sounds like fun. I'd like to do it. I'm going to pull up my guitar here, and we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for joining us for the stream. It was fun. Let's do it again next week, shall we? And we'll have, I'm sure, something really fun to talk about and do, and we'll make that happen, and it'll be wonderful. It'll be a good time. People will win things. The USARK memberships will be paid for. Vouchers will be won. Trivia will be had. 20 questions will be played. All that fun stuff. And we'll just have a good old time hanging out here virtually together until the time that we do it again next week, which is coming right up. But thank you for watching the live stream. I hope you had a lot of fun. If you tuned in for this live stream, I hope you won some real cool stuff.